A man keeps breaking into my house. I now know why he's been touching me in my sleep. I live alone because no one likes me. I'd been asleep for a couple of hours on a Sunday night when I woke up to someone walking around my house. I didn't understand what was happening in my fog of sleep. My inner child told me to slide deeper under the blankets. Even that vestige of security slipped away, however, as I realized where the intruder was. Someone was walking on my roof. I could hear each heavy footstep as he made his way from one end of the house to the other. Terror settled into my stomach as I realized that staying in one place was a guaranteed way to remain vulnerable. Arms shaking, I grabbed my phone and slipped out of bed before moving into the hallway. Not wanting to give the intruder any advantage, I kept the lights off, convinced that I could navigate my own home in the dark. After rubbing my banged shin in agony and stifling my screams, I snuck into the living room. I was just steps away from my front door. I froze again. Even in the dark, I could feel that I wasn't alone. I couldn't tell where in the room he was, and I wanted to keep my location secret from him as well. Terrified that the heavy beating of my heart would give me away, I tried to remain as still as possible. Then I heard him moving next to the dining room table, around the recliner, past the chimney, right toward me. I held my breath. I could have sworn that I stayed in place for a full 5 minutes before daring to inhale again. But when I finally did, I realized that the room felt different. I was alone, playing it safe. I kept the overhead lights off and used my phone's flashlight, keeping it aimed at the floor in an attempt to stay discreet. I moved along the room, heading toward where the intruder had been. As the beam bounced before me, I could see muddy boot prints crisscrossing my house. That sent my pulse up so high that I worried my ears would burst. But as badly as I wanted to keep moving, I halted upon reaching the dining room table. No, 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 I whispered, moving the light around, no longer trying to hide. But the harder I looked, the clearer the truth became. My intruder had taken the Cub Scout money. I was about to scream when my light fell on something I didn't recognize. Hands trembling harder than ever, I walked forward. It was a gift and a note. Both had my name on them. Still holding the phone, I unwrapped the gift first, pulling off the crinkly wrapper to reveal Cole. It was definitely Cole. That fucker knew I'd gotten rid of my charcoal grill. My stomach dropped as I realized how closely he'd been watching me. I didn't want to read the note, but I was more terrified of not knowing what it said, so I ripped it open as fast as possible. I told myself it couldn't be as bad as I imagined. It was worse than I imagined. 2 photos fell out. One had been taken right next to my bed when I was passed out, completely unaware of another person in my room. The other showed me climbing into my car with the stolen money. Along with them was a handwritten note. I watch you when you're sleeping, Ryan. I follow when you're awake. I touch you when you're unconscious and stroke you while you have sweet dreams. See you soon.